We've got two parts to this today. First part is we are going to do a short presentation in PowerPoint, and that you can then get to see some of the features and how we've come to develop the product, and get an idea of what MASA is and how it's going to benefit your business and your end user. So MASA is going to be a bolt-on product attached to the Aldelo Express point-of-sale product. There's just so much you can do in adding features to the front of house. At some point, to really get the full power of the point-of-sale, you have to add on and bolt on a back-end product. And that's what MASA is. It's going to greatly expand what we've got now with the Aldelo Express point-of-sale. You must have Aldelo Express 1.7 or higher in order to take advantage of the MASA program. Under the MASA umbrella, you're going to find multiple things that we've kind of already developed for you. First, as a multiple store e-gift card. That's electronic gift cards that are, the balances are kept online in the cloud, but are accessible by a phone app. We also have multiple store gift cards. So these are the plastic cards, so we can go either way. This multiple store allows you to balance cards, move amounts and balances between stores, and get multiple store reporting. So it is a true multi-store gift card program. You've also got online ordering. This is a part of the bolt-on product. It is a very easy product for you as the referral partner to attach to this point-of-sale system. We'll get into some of the details on it, but just understand it is included with the MASA program. And we also have something that's called QR code ordering. This is where the system can create a QR code that is then scanned by the customer to develop or use their own phone, tablet, or PC to enter their own order. And yet we still have other unreleased products that are being developed right now. You'll see those in due time, but they're going to be some really great additions under the MASA umbrella. I mentioned that we have the ability to have a QR code, but that allows the user, the diner, to actually scan that code and enter in their own order. And in essence, taking the place of a kiosk. So for the restaurant, they're able to have the ordering on a person's phone without having to purchase an iPad and a kiosk terminal. The web app can be saved in the favorites and recalled and used whenever they desire. So they don't have to go searching and looking for the website. They'll have an app on their phone that they can then recall and order their food from their own app. This is also where we track the e-gift cards. So the balance is kept online, but their app gives them access to that e-card amount and allows them to use it either through the MASA program or really at the point of sale. So if they're at the store and are having the cashier or server ring it up, they can use their phone app for a one-time quick use code that is entered in. This is like a one-time use code like you would have on Apple Pay, which is only good for a few seconds. This is a secure way of using an e-gift card. So orders can be placed for dine-in, takeout, curbside delivery, curbside pickup, delivery, or tableside ordering, all from this app. This app will allow you again to have a curbside QR code that is entered into the system and scanned. table-side ordering, and that you can put a QR code on the actual table that has the table number included in the app. Or, sorry, included in the QR code. So this allows the table-side ordering instead of a kiosk terminal. You can have now just a barcode on the table for them to scan. You see a lot of restaurants now that are using QR codes to have their contactless menus. Well, this goes one step further, and that you can have the contactless menu and be ordering up your own items. So it's a one-button activation. When you scan that code, it will then bring up the order, or the point-of-sale terminal onto the iPad or the phone. Once you've activated it as a referral partner, it will then automatically build the menu from the cloud database. So there's no programming on your part. There's no work on your end, other than it will take the whatever menu you built and transfer it immediately to the phone or the tablet or the PC. It also has a continuous menu sync, in that it is always syncing up without you having to sync it manually. Whenever changes are made on the database, it automatically sends that to the MASA app. And it is also browser agnostic. It doesn't matter what browser they're using. It will always function because it is just a web app. It is fully integrated with Aldelo Express, and it handles complex orders such as pizza. A lot of online ordering companies cannot handle the pizza aspect of the wholes, halves, and we do thirds. They can't handle that complex ordering, but Aldelo Express or the MASA app does. We also can do split orders and future orders, all from the MASA app. You also have curbside pickup details, such as the vehicle description. The customer can declare what date and time they would like to pick this up. So somebody could order at lunch for a pickup after they get off work, all through the app. And then there's a QR code for pickup identification. So when they get there, they have a QR code on their phone. They show that code. It's scanned by the point-of-sale terminal, which then recalls that order. It will show if it's paid or if it's to be collected for at the store. If it's collected at the store, it's easily paid for at the vehicle. For delivery, it takes into effect multiple addresses, so that you can have a default address, but you can also have multiple additional addresses that allow you to buy the food and have it delivered to your kids, to someone else, or you could have a home address, office address, and a vacation address. All these different addresses are put into the MASA app, into your profile. It does recall previous orders, and it will do pizza items such as whole, half, or thirds. And you can also have delivery notes that you type in on the MASA app that are then taken and shown at the store. So what's the cost of MASA? Well, there's no website build cost. It's an instant one-button push, and the system builds the menu for you. So there's no website build cost. There's no hosting cost. There are no swipe fees for gift cards. This is a totally free e-gift card or multiple store gift card program. There's no maintenance fees or website or for the web app either. So there's no maintenance fees for the site or the app. There's no hardware to buy. So if they're going to use the QR code ordering, they don't need to buy any hardware. No need to buy kiosk hardware. We're just going to use the phone that the customer brings with them. There's no cost for the web app. It is totally free to the restaurant to then distribute to as many customers as they wish. There's no software update cost, and there's unlimited users at no cost, and everything's included with Aldelo Pay. So we have the point of sale, we have the rear customer facing display. You can still get a kiosk, kitchen display, and then MASA with E-giift and gift cards, along with the customer app. All this is included with the MASA program. So are there any questions? Okay, let's take a look at the program. All right, what you have on the screen on the left-hand side, this is my iPad. Now on the right, this is my iPhone, and I've got the MASA app up on the phone. We're going to do a few orders. We're going to show you how this works, and then see what pops up in the questions. Now you've got up on the top my favorites. These are the stores that I most often frequent. Then you have the store here. This will then show you what stores are located within a certain geographical distance from where you are at this point. These are not necessarily just the restaurant. They are any Aldelo Express customer that is using the MASA program. So the app on the phone for the customer, for the diner, will be able to show all MASA online ordering stores within a certain geographical area. And then here is your wallet, which is where you keep your e-gift cards. Now at the bottom, this is my profile. So it shows any orders that I've had. It shows my wallet, my address, curbside pickup info, my store favorites, my account, terms of policy, and then you can log out. But you click that, it will show any orders that you have that are pending, confirmed, completed. So these are the ones that I've completed and canceled. Under my wallet, it shows the gift card that I have at this Happy Grill. My address, I have two. I had a question last week from a referral partner if you could have multiple addresses, and this is the place where you can add as many as you'd like. Curbside pickup is going to be a description of the vehicle that you're driving so that it's easy for the store to recognize when you come in. My store favorites are listed here. My account, which shows my name, phone number, and email. Back to the stores. I'm going to go to my favorites, and I'm going to now ring up an order. So I have a choice when I go to my online ordering. I have a choice of how I'd like to eat at this point. I can order ahead and dine in, which is something a little bit unusual, but you can do that. When we were designing this, Jeff and I were discussing it. He said you could put the QR code for ordering on a big display or on the front door to the restaurant, or to a sticker on the floor. When you're sitting in those queues going through the queue line to get to the register, you can look down, see the QR code on the floor, scan it, and ring your own order while in the queue. So you can use this as a dine-in situation. You have pickup, curbside delivery, which is something that has become very popular in this 2020 COVID situation. And then you have delivery. I'm going to go ahead and do a standard delivery order. And then all these pictures pop up for all these different items. The black bar at the top here, you now see where you have your different categories. You can pick the category that you wish, and it will display the items for you. To ring up, you touch the item. You have a choice of quantity here, or simply add to cart. Under the stakes, I'll give you a good idea of the complex ordering ability, that you could choose the stake. You then hit next, and you get to choose your temperature. Then you choose your sauces, your additional sides, and then if any optional add-ons that you want. So now you have a good sized delivery order. Just hit subtotal. It will then show every bit of your information. It's going to show their address. It's going to show the items that you have. Now, if I don't want this particular address, I can change that. Change it right here. You get to choose also the date and time that you would like to have this delivered. If everything is situated, it looks like it should and is like you want, go ahead and hit next, and then you have your choice of using a gift card to pay for it or pay upon delivery, so pay at the door. I'm going to choose the gift card, and I'm going to choose the tip. This is now letting me choose which of my gift cards. I just have the one, and then submit the order. Now, at the point of sale, look what happens in the top left-hand corner. A
new MASA online order was received.
This now alerts the store that a new order was received. You touch the top left-hand side of the screen, you get the alerts, which then shows you have a delivery order that has come in for delivery at 10:40. I'm going to go ahead and accept this order, and now that goes to the kitchen. It also, since it's been paid for, it has also shown up in the driver area. So this now integrates directly into our delivery management system. This is driver management as well as delivery management. I can select the orders that I'd like to assign to a driver. Now that driver has these orders to go, and they're going to now depart. So now they're out doing the delivery for those meals. When they come back, they're going to log into the system and then arrive and show that they've arrived. If there's any money drops, they can do those here. So now that completes the entire order system for that delivery. All right, did that stir up any questions?
Yeah, it did. We got quite a few questions about how does the receipts look? How do drivers get their information? What's that look like? How do they do the mapping? So a couple of these guys, the receipts for delivery look exactly like the receipts made right at the store. There's no difference between the two. And the only thing that's going to change is if the order type that's on the receipt will be specified. So if you're using dine-in, takeout, delivery, drive-through, pickup, it'll say that on the receipts. You know where that is. And then as far as your delivery information is going out to your drivers, as you dispatch your drivers, they will get an email with all their delivery information that's on that. If you've ever gotten an email that's had an address on it on your phone, you realize you can click on it. It will open up your favorite mapping program, whichever one you're using for that particular phone or for that user, and it will automatically put in your map information to the location. So it's really simple to use, really easy, and I really encourage you guys to go out, experience it, play with it. You guys can have free accounts, so this is something you should feel free to play with. Doug is asking, can you recall an order? Absolutely. In the current version that is out today, you can recall the orders and see the orders there. In the version that will be out here in about 2 weeks, you can recall the orders, you can make adjustments to the orders, things like this. Right now they're static. So makes a big difference. The reason they're static is they're already paid. So the assumption is that they're going to be being paid, by your gift cards. So, and then can orders be sent to the kitchen? Well, yeah, absolutely. They're sent to the kitchen. They can both be sent to the kitchen printers. They can be sent to your kitchen KDS. Either one that you want to be using, you can absolutely send them to those options. That's a great question, guys.
All right,
Jerry, I think that's the end of our questions.
All right, let me go through a different order then. Let's go do the curbside. So this kind of time, I'm going to go order online and curbside. I'm going to ring up some items and then we'll pick those up. All right, get these 2 items. Now I get to pick the time that I'd like to do this. So I would now order, pick up the time that I wish. And I did also got to I displayed the vehicle I'm going to be in when I pick it up. Now I've got this order submitted.
A new MASA online order was received.
I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but the iPad even let you know that there's an order that was received. So you verbally heard it, as well as you saw an on-screen notification that was sent. Plus, you can also see them differentiated in the recall screen. So you do get lots of ways that you see these orders coming in. They'll also, of course, just like your regular orders, print to the kitchen or to your KDS. So you get lots of notification that these orders are coming in.
All right, so I'm going ahead now on the right-hand side of the screen. You see I've got my order submitted. Now I can display my pickup QR code. Now that's ready to go. When I get to the store, the server just simply logs in to their point of sale system. They can then enter the order number, ticket number, or scan. In this case, I'm going to scan. And it just picked up the QR code just that quick. Recall the order. When I go to the cash screen, it's going to show me that I've already paid for this. And all I have to do at this point is close the check. Now, if I try to use this QR code again to pick up the order, it'll show me the order is settled. So there's no duplication in that situation. The customer can't claim that they didn't pick it up. Well, I'm using up my gift card today, Jeff. We also have coupons that are on the point of sale now. This allows you to have certain conditions that are met, then the coupon can be used. This is additional information on the store, menus online, address and pickup information, store hours, and at the bottom, here's a QR code. If you wish to take your phone and scan that QR code, you can test this out on your own. I'm going to leave this up on the screen for a few seconds. So if you wish to take your phone and scan that QR code using your phone's camera, you take your camera, just scan the code, and a pop-up drop-down will appear at the top of the screen. You then touch that, and then that loads the app onto your phone. It's an instant thing because it is a web browser situation. But this will allow you to actually ring up items on the same server that I'm ringing up on. All right, I'm going to leave. I'm just about, if you haven't done it now, this is your last chance. Okay, on the left-hand side, I'm now going to scan a gift card that is not allowing me. You'll look back at just quickly, you're going to see that I have an E-giift QR code on my desk, and it's about the size of a nickel. And that's how quick it scans that QR code. But it just so happens that gift card is not associated with this store. So it's not going to give me a balance. If there was, it would obviously be that quick. All right, Jeff, that's all I was going to show. Is there anything I've missed?
You've done a fantastic job, Jerry. I really want to thank you for taking the time to do this and actually leading this meeting. We do have some really good questions that come in, and we have somebody asking the pre-order before the store is opened. And absolutely, this is an optional setting that is turned on and off on the cloud, so they can choose to pre-order or not. They can even limit what days they do pre-order, so they can absolutely do that. They can also, of course, set up their store hours online, so that they can accept during the store hours. They can even say, hey, if we close at 8 o'clock, we don't want to take any orders after 7:30. So even though they're closing at 8 o'clock, they want a buffer time there, so they're not, holding or sitting there. So there's a lot of configuration settings like that that allow them to really customize those times that they're going to be taking orders, so that they can absolutely do that. I keep getting questions about who owns the MASA app. Harry too owns the MASA app. It is an Aldelo product. It is not a third-party system. This is something we have built. It is owned by Aldelo. I've posted this several times, but I keep seeing people seem to think that this is a third-party app. No, this is something we have built. And that's one reason that this is actually so quick to set up, is you just go into the app store for that store, you click on it, and within about 30 seconds, your store is created, your pictures are uploaded. All of this is very, very quick. It's also why our support team can get in and assist you with things that are on here, is because it is our stuff. It's very, very, very simple. Can it be sold without Aldelo Express? No. This is a product for Aldelo Express. There's no way to receive the information without the Aldelo Express products. And Gilson was pointing out, he built his store in less than 30 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. Not only can you, Gilson, actually, I really appreciate you throwing that in there. Not only can you build the store, put all the pictures and stuff in, but when you hit that in the app store that you want to connect to the MASA store, you'll get a little circle that comes up and notifying you that you're waiting. It'll be anywhere between 10 and about 30 seconds. And boom, your store is created on the cloud and you're ready to go. And you'll notice on the left-hand side of your screen, when you do that, you'll have a new little link that shows up. It says, MASA online, and you can click on that. It'll take you to the configuration section, and you can start your configuration changes. So absolutely. Can you do a MASA store demo for sales presentations? So the one that Jerry is using is the Happy Grill store, and you guys can connect to that link, just like he put up a barcode for that. You can connect to that link and show how that store works. Absolutely, that's not a problem. We also have information on our YouTube that shows that as well. So you guys can see it there as well.
Scan that barcode.
Can we explain? Yep.
Just scan it. I'm waving my hands at it. Just scan that, and you're able to demo this.
And Jerry, got one that's really more up your alley. Carlos is asking, can we explain how merchants will save money using MASA? You want to take that one, Jerry?
Yeah, because we don't charge for it. There's no monthly fee. There's no fees at all. You're going to save money on gift cards, since we don't do a swipe. We don't do a swipe fee. We don't do any fees to use the multiple store gift card. So that's the savings for him there. There's also savings in the fact that there's no monthly fee for the online ordering. There's no percentage. There's no per click. There's no website hosting. There's no website maintenance. There's no website development. There's no charges whatsoever. Now, if you wish, and we do recommend that you do charge for the programming of the menu database. MASA without pictures is not that sexy. You're going to need to have the pictures of the food in order to really make this thing pop. So we are recommending that you learn how to take a picture and upload that picture to the menu, so that when you do have items, that you're able to have food, pictures of the food on the display. This will help sell the customer, the end user, on that product. So if I were in your shoes selling this product, I would make sure that the customer understood that compared to other online ordering systems, this one is no charge. This one's included with Aldelo Pay. And then, yes, I would recommend that you do charge a reasonable fee for programming or even taking the pictures. It's not that hard to take a photograph and upload that to the system, but it is something that is very necessary. So there's income in there for you. There's also a cost savings for the end user, for the restaurant owner. They can also see a increase in sales from the curbside pickup order type to a pickup order type to a dine-in and delivery. All these different order types now included with the Aldelo Pay processing in the MASA app. Jeff, did I miss anything?
You did a fantastic job. I would like to add, because I keep getting this, it keeps coming up and over again, even while you were talking here. You guys are used to seeing the Grubhub or the Uber Eats model out there, where every transaction, the merchant is charged for every single transaction. This can be up to 30% of the cost of the item or the order. There isn't any charges, none whatsoever, that we're charging for this. So customers who set this up, Jerry reiterated this very well. I'm sorry if I pound this into the ground. There is no charge. And I keep getting, what if the average order is $100 to $300 a month? What should they be charged? Nothing. We are not charging anything as Aldelo. This is free. What will their bill be if they do 100 transactions through this? Nothing. What will their cost be if they do $10,000 in stuff? Nothing. So there is nothing there. When it comes to the store, what are these credit card processing rates for in-store payments? The exact same as they do in-store now. There's no online ordering increased rate for this. So it is the same. So that
somebody paid us a really big compliment, Jeff. They asked how much we were going to charge for this. That's a compliment.
It's a huge compliment. The other thing that, so this is the other place that they're going to save money is if you're going to start getting online orders coming in and you're not having to pay an employee to sit on the phone, tie up a phone line to take your orders. That's an employee you may not need any longer, right? That might be a huge cost savings to somebody there. There's going to be cost savings in the fact that they're not having to put in a specialized terminal just to, sit and take orders like you do for Grubhub, where it just prints. You're not putting out that kind of thing. So, there's no additional cost for this. I'm also getting somebody's asking, well, can the merchant charge for delivery? This is a great question. Hector, I'm really actually thrilled you asked this question because it's not something we touched on. You can go into the system and without changing anything on the POS or changing the POS side or the in-dining experience, they can go to the system and go, I want to charge 30% more, or I want to charge a specific, $5 delivery fee or something like this. And that applies only to the online ordering, and they can do it right from the MASA cloud. So absolutely, they can mark up their delivery information right from the MASA cloud. And the cool part is if they change prices in the store, that change plus whatever percentage they're marking it up for the cloud delivery is added immediately. They don't have to do a separate thing. They don't have to figure it out themselves. They don't have to, enter it twice. It's a one-time thing that is a really cool feature that we don't really promote enough. And so that's actually really cool. The other thing we really didn't talk too much about, Jerry hit on it at the beginning, is this is something you can actually use in store. I actually got a chance to experience this with a lot of smaller restaurants. COVID's hitting them very hard. A lot of them don't have the space to have 6-foot distancing, and so they're having to have you do phone orders or website orders. I happened to go to one of my favorite little hole in the walls on Sunday, and they happened to use our software. They literally walked up and on their window out front, they had blown up the QR code for this and pasted it to the window out front. And you could literally sit from your car, scan it with the camera on your phone, and order right there. And since you were already out front, they just brought it out to your car, curbside ordering. I didn't even have to leave my car to make that order with that restaurant. And I happened to get curious. I called the business. I happen to know the owner, talked to him for a couple minutes. He was telling me this is the difference between him closing his business and being profitable this year, was putting this in. And he is thrilled to death. He's telling me he takes in somewhere around 1,000 orders a day now. For a restaurant that didn't have they could only seat about 10 tables at their best. He's actually doing more money now doing the QR code at the door than he is doing anything else. And the only thing he did was put a person out front so that when somebody walks up to the door, they can explain how to order if they need to. That employee is actually taking orders on their own phone, so the owner's not having to provide additional equipment. And that person out front can just scan the barcode, order for the customer if that customer's not comfortable doing it. And it gave them the ability to actually just take their orders, take their payments right there at the outside, which was a really cool way to find out we saved a business. So think of that. And when it comes to table side ordering, you can actually have somebody scan the barcode just like you see there, and they can order from their own table. So if you guys have ever had the frustration of having to wait for your waiter, this can eliminate a lot of that, because you can sit down at the table, scan that barcode, see what's on the menu, order directly from there, while your waiter is bringing drinks and things like this. A huge time saver. Really is. Doug is asking how to link the merchant's website to Facebook. That QR code. Take a picture of it. You can use it in whatever your marketing you want. You know, Facebook, Instagram, you know, whatever they happen to be doing. That QR code is your gateway to getting there. Very, very quickly.
Their best
and
friend.
I already have people doing that. Yeah. I already have people posting that QR code in their Facebook lead, in their tweets, and any other places they're using their social media. So
they should pass that QR code out any way they can, through a business card, social media, tweets, Instagram, anything they can come up with to get that QR code out. That's what they need to do. This is a business saving app that we're not charging for. Something, Jeff, we also didn't cover is if you have a customer that you're going to move from an existing gift card system to our gift card system, how's that done?
So if you have an existing gift card system, all you have to do is export that as a CSV file. Go into the MASA rewards section that is on when you log into the cloud, you log into that store section there that says MASA rewards if you have the gift card set up. And you don't have the MASA rewards, Jerry.
Yeah, I was going to try it.
And go to the very last option there, which is gift cards. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll have a button, the green button that says Import Gift Cards. You click on that, provide your gift card information, and it will upload that. I've done ones now that are about 100,000 gift cards, and it took about 3 to 4 minutes for the system to import it into the system. And then when that customer comes in and they've got the old-fashioned MSR card, you can actually click on where it says, right at the bottom of Jerry's screen there, it says gift card balance. You can click on that and type in the old gift card number right there, and it would come up, tell you what the current face value of that card is. It would then allow you to transfer that balance to either the digital card or to the physical card, depending on which way you want to do that. You can transfer it there, and then if you do a digital card, they get an SMS message with that digital card. If you're doing the physical card, you hand them the physical card, and they're ready to rock and roll to replace that. So it's actually really cheap to do. I even have a customer that instead of actually printing physical cards to replace those cards at a cost of probably 30 cents a piece, he got stickers from the printing company, and he just peels them off. They have the QR code on them. He sticks them to the old card, ready to rock and roll. He scans that barcode and they're done. So it's actually really cool. So I have somebody asking about the discount. Yes. So can the QR code with a special offer discount, say 10% off food items today? Hey, guess what? That releases Wednesday. So can you do it? Yes. Can you go to the MASA cloud and set that up and start using that? Yes, Wednesday. So that's a great question. Can you pay with credit card? And how does that work with E-giift? So you can, Gilson, forgive me for maybe not answering the question that you're specifically asking. If I mess this up, please let me know. But you can buy a gift card with a credit card. Those are in-store purchases. You cannot do them online right at the moment. So you would do that in-store. Part of that is because, especially if you're taking a credit card for doing that, most merchants want to verify that credit card. That's a huge source of theft. So it's a really something you probably want to do in-store. They want to validate that that person paying with that credit card is the name on the card. But they can buy gift cards with credit cards, absolutely. They can even say what are the limits, and set up special conditions, so they can only sell up to a certain amount of gift, depending on whatever the risk they want to take in that store. So absolutely. And then I've been asked several times about contactless. Can they pay contactlessly? Yeah. In fact, all of the EMV devices that Aldelo supports do have the ability to be contactless. So the PAX S300, the D220, the D190, all allow for contactless payments for the tap and go. You know, it depends on the card and how well that's going to work, but yeah, you absolutely can do that. Can a shopping cart have more than one discount? Yes, you can have multiple discounts. Can the MASA split payment with e-card and credit card? Yes, you can pay part of it, you know. So let's say your credit card, you know, you only want to pay $10 on the credit card, sure. That's actually done on the settlement screen if they're doing it in store, or the customer can do that on the cloud. So.
Now this is a feature that we currently have. This is the MASA app on my phone on the right-hand side of your screen. I brought up my card. So that's the little black stripe there. It says MASA E-giift. I bring that up. It shows me my available balance. If I have this app at the store, at the point of sale, and I'd like to redeem, I simply hit that and it generates a one-time use QR code that I can then scan at the point of sale to ring up. So that's how E-giift is used at the store.
So Douglas, I'm not exactly sure what you're looking for. Does it track the order for the customer pickup by text or delivery? I don't know what you're exactly asking there, sir.
I'm getting all manner of text on my phone from the MASA app.
Yeah, so I mean, in general, when somebody does order, it does, you know, send the customer a text. It lets the customer know that their delivery is on its way. It does let you know, like if you've ordered something in your shopping cart, but you didn't close your order, you know, it'll let them know. If the store, for any reason, refuses their order or deletes their order, it will let them know by text. So there is quite a bit of SMS communication there back and forth, but I'm not exactly sure what you're specifically looking for there, Douglas. So if there's something specific, let us know. We're happy to answer those questions.
Well, he's asking about delivery. Do we send out text regarding their order being delivered? I guess is that it? He's saying that.
Yeah, and we do. So, okay. I'm very sorry. I'm making sure I want to answer people's questions, and I know sometimes, you know, when we're writing, things might be not answered, and I want to make sure that we do answer those questions fairly well. So, is there any other questions, guys? Gary, I think we may have depleted the questions.
Well, that's not a bad thing. We hope that you get out of this that there is no charge, that the features that we have will generate additional business for that restaurant. This is going to be a game changer in a lot of areas with regard to how those restaurants are going to get new customers, keep the ones that they have, and then grow their business. All they have to do is process with Aldelo Pay. That's just as simple as that. No more Grubhub fees. No more online ordering companies having their fees. No credit card additional fees. And yes, they can have surcharges. And yes, they can have delivery fees. And those can be based upon mileage from the restaurant. There's a lot here that is included with the Aldelo Pay. It is our opinion that every Aldelo Express customer needs to have the MASA app, period. There should never be an install where this is not utilized in some way, be it gift card, QR code, online ordering, all the above. Jeff, anything else?
I got a couple more questions that seem to have come in. How's the radius from the store determined? When they set up their store as part of the setup process, most people put in, here's my delivery radius is XYZ. And they can choose, miles or kilometers and set the distance. There it is right there on the screen. So they just set whatever their distance is, and that's what it is. So it is a user configured setting, and their delivery set it. The cool part is they set it once, and it doesn't matter if it's online ordering, in-store ordering, that delivery radius is what it is. So it makes it easy. But Jerry, I think that's all the questions, buddy.
Okay. Guys, appreciate you attending today. And I think this has been a beneficial. I think you've learned a lot based upon the questions we've had. You see the value that we do. So I would suggest that you scan that code. I'll put it up one more time. And get to knowing this software. Get used to it, get comfortable with it, and just show the heck out of it.
For more information about Aldelo and our products, you can always call us at 800-801-6036 or email us at sales@aldelo.com. If you have a support question, email support@aldelo.com, or you can check us out at the family of websites that we have, Aldelo.com, AldeloPay.com, and the Aldelo Express.